Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. We're here for the Super GT round 5, halfway through the season here at Spa. That was so weird. I already started the broadcast and it just wasn't working. I don't know. I don't understand. I have no answers for you out there. That was a bizarro. Ozaro. I did just change from one YouTube user to another, so possibly there was a little bit of lag in that maybe. But we're here, and I'll tell you about the Super GTs. We're very limited on time. We've only got 5 minutes before qualifying starts. So the VRC Super GT Championship is inspired by Japan's Super GT Championship, and we use the 2006 Super GT cars available on GT Sports. The championship will consist of 10-week championship at 10 different circuits. Each round will begin with a 3-lap qualifying race to determine the grid for race 1. The first and qualifying is the reverse of the championship, I believe. It'll be a 3-lap race that will determine the grid for race 1. It'll be a rolling start with the grid set in reverse championship order until the last 3 rounds, where the drop score table will take over from the standard table. Then we have 2 40-minute races, 2 beautiful 40-minute races in these Group 2 cars. Race 1 will be a 40-minute endurance race using both the super soft and the medium tyres. Both compounds must be used for a minimum of 5 full laps before pitting. This will include the outlap and the inlap. The grid will be determined by the qualifying race, and that's that. And then a race 2, another 40-minute endurance race, but drivers must use both the soft and the hard tyre compounds this time. Again, the compounds must be used for a minimum of 5 full laps before pitting. This will include the outlap and the inlap. The grid will be determined by the reverse of the first race. Hang on, is that right? I better check. The grid will be determined by the reverse results of race 1. So there you go, that's that. So just to reiterate, qualifying for 3 laps, a small 3-lap race on the super soft compound tyres. Race 1 will use the super soft and the medium compound tyres for a minimum of 5 laps, and race 2 will use the soft and the hard compound tyres for a minimum of 5 laps. Well, I don't think there's anything else to tell you. We did have a Honda. Someone did turn up in a Honda, so we'll see. I think it was Uncle B. Darren. There you go. So we do have a Honda on the field, but it's mainly the Nissans and the Lexis. Okay, all right. Well, I was taking to the table, as we've only got... we've got 4 minutes. I got through that quite quickly, actually. I can even tell you the qualification. What the qualification race grid order should be if everyone's turned up, and I think we've got Jay joining us this evening in replace of Racer Brown. Possibly. No, doesn't look like it. Possibly not. So, Electric will be on pole with Rizzler the Roller in second, Uncle B. Darren starting in third, Rido in fourth, Bunny in fifth, Turtle Racing in sixth, Noxie seventh, Trivs GG in eighth, Jokus ninth, Kale in 10th, Homesick Alien in 11th, Guesty in 12th, Shiren in 13th, and Anton Poika in 14th. And as you know, I've already said, we're at the Circuit de Spa Francorchamps, which is 4.352 miles long, 20 turns at this track, and it's going to be a cracker-lacquer of a race. So, the qualifying race will start at 8 o'clock, and then the other races will follow. If you've been following this, we usually have lots and lots of fun on a Tuesday evening trying to get the race started. Seems to have a lot of gremlins the Tuesday evening. I think it's haunted. It's got the ghost of Tuesday night racing haunting the lobbies. But hopefully everything will go smoothly this time around. We will see. The championship table then. All of the championship tables are viewable in our Discord, and they're all up to date, or on our website www.virtualracersclub.co.uk, with all the other relevant information that you may need being posted there also. So In first is Anton Poika on 118 points. Second is Racer Brown on 117 points. But unfortunately, Racer Brown I don't think can make this evening. So Homesick Alien is taking over hosting duties. Not all heroes wear capes, they say. Some aliens do as well. Shiren is third on 109 points, with Guesty in fourth on 93 points. Homesick Alien in fifth on 91 points. Kale is sixth on 69 points. Jokers is seventh on 58 points. Triv GG is eighth on 41 points. GT Racer is ninth on 40 points, but I believe he has withdrawn also through real life issues or real life getting in the way. 10th is Noxy on 39 points. Digital Blasphemy is 11th on 33 points. Turtle is 12th on 27 points. Matt Psycho 13th with 25 points, which I also believe he has withdrawn from the championship. Then 14th is Bunny on 23 points. Rido in 15th on 22 points. Uncle B Darren is 16th on 18 points. Rizzler the Roller is 17th on 17 points. Liam Anfield 18th on 12 points, but I'm not sure he takes part anymore. Then G Handicap 19th on 8 points, but I believe he doesn't take part anymore. And Electric in 20th on 1 point. So he's been having major getting into the lobby issues as Electric, so he hasn't scored much. But hopefully today is the day. I can see he's there in 6th in practice, so he looks like he has made an entry and his internet is stable and everything is grand. So I've got all that out of the way. It is 8 o'clock, so I'm sure the ready will come up soon. We'll have a quick look through. So there is Shiren, the Russian sensation, in his Nissan. Uncle B Darren in the lone Honda. And there is the ready sign. So let's get it off. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started in here. I don't know if that's the words. I just hear it in the background on some cool radio station that I don't listen to. And there goes the warm beverage. I made it a bit early today, so it was just drinkable, and I have drunk it, and I've forgotten the rabbit. He's come in himself, but there's no one around to close the door. That's unfortunate. So, and he's gone back outside again with the foxes. Good luck, Lincoln. May the force be with you, my old chap. If you see a fox, run. So there's Bunny. He's in a Nissan. Oh, guessed he's being asked Electric to check his power and weight. So we might be a small delay while Electric sort of out of his power and weight ratio. Jay stepping into the fray. He had a spare evening. Thought he'd come and hang out with us. Hey, yo, Jay. In the chat, Turtle saying good evening thingy. And Jay's also chatting in the stream saying feeling good. Might just join the whole season if Brown puts me in reserve. So, you never know. We've had a couple of dropouts. Beautiful dropout. So, the final has been started. So, away we go for a 3-lap qualifying race around here at Spa-Francorchamps. Ooh. Newcastle Brown Ale. Doesn't taste as good as it used to when I was 15, but still. It was the last alcoholic beverage in the fridge. Someone got me, I believe, ages ago for a joke. Joke's on them, I'm drinking it now. Hey! So, here we go. They're lined up, ready for their rolling start. And how will that grid look for the race to come? Race 1, 40 minutes. Oh dear. Looks like we're having issues early doors as usual on a Tuesday. It would not be a Tuesday if we did not have these glitches. So fun times. And Rizzler the Roller letting the host know there's a glitch, so he should say exit. But there goes Electric, look at him go. flying out there, all by himself, no one close, 7 seconds ahead of Uncle B Darren. I don't know if at any point now Homesick will say exit please, and they all should just exit out, and we will try again. See? The ghost of Tuesday racing. It's Senna haunting us. And that is... Hey, he's kicked me out. He doesn't usually do that. That was very odd. So they've all exited. And I guess we'll give it another go. Homesick trying the old change the weather, change the time of day. The old trick to try and iron out those glitches. But can they be ironed out? GT Sport, let's hopefully Baloney Digital will spend some money on those GT7 servers and give us some stable serving. Some stable servers for the future racers when it finally comes out. Only, what, 5 months to go? It's an eternity in it, really. Everyone's getting excited about GT7, but man alive, we've still got most of October, November, December, January and February. It's at the beginning of March. So yeah, 5 months. And we're all eagerly anticipating it. Although we know it's going to be as glitchy as hell. Joker's saying he can't get in, but he is in. I don't know. Maybe he can't enter. Oddness. There might be a bit of a room change, possibly. Turtle saying working at Homesick. Oh, Mama Homesick in the chat saying evening thingy. Hope you're feeling good tonight. I'm great. I'm grand. So, super duper. Super duper. And Rido's left the room. I don't know if he's got issues or what. Good luck, Homesick, says Mama Homesick. Both for the race and hosting. It's a nightmare. It really is. The life of a host. So, Shireen, it's only Skyjacker that seems to not get glitches. He should come out of his Tuesday retirement and just host, even if he doesn't want to race. Just sit in the background. Hosting. Although Homesick's usually quite solid, I must say. He's got a nice, stable, Virgin Media internet connection. Fibre optic broadband. But we will see. That was not a great start, but it wouldn't be Tuesday if we didn't have a glitch or two. I do think it has been rewrote now, though, the rulebook. Or it's been re-verified that if it glitches once, then we'll try and redo it again. If it glitches twice, that's it. Unfortunate. But the person glitching has probably got to leave the room and let the other guys race. Because, I mean, like for Anton, he's 2 hours ahead, so it's 10 o'clock at night for Anton Puika. And for the South African guys out there, I don't know about Russia. I don't know what Shireen, the time for Shireen is. And either in Poland as well. I'm going to try and close the conservatory door whilst we have this small delay. Bear with me, you'll come out into my conservatory because the rabbit's in. And the foxes around here are hungry, so I'll give it. Not as hungry as my bloody cat, though. Don't go outside, you stupid bloody bunny. Right, I think I'm going to have to shout at the kids. One of the kids is going to have to do it. I'm not running around the garden with you to do it. So, I'm not even going to mute the mic. You're going to get to hear all of it. One of you boys can get the rabbit in, please. Sorry if I shouted in your ear then, but both my children have bad hearing, terrible hearing. He's come back in again now like an idiot, the rabbit, but he's, here we go. People saying good luck, so we are about to go at any time soon. Homesick just keeps saying turtle. I think he's, do you want a turtle for Christmas, Homesick? know what I'm getting homesick for Christmas then. He's already in the conservatory, but every time I go in the... Hello? He's already in the conservatory, but every time I go in the conservatory, he runs back outside again, so... Because he's thick like a bunny. Maybe Homesick's telling me to get a turtle instead of a bunny, because they're easier to handle, and maybe a bit chewier for foxes. So, here we go. They're ready again. Let's see if this happens the second time round. Fun times at Spa for this 3-lap qualifier, all on the super softs, and I don't know. Oh, there they go. Seemed like a long pause there. Oh no. Oh no, it seems to have glitched again. It's Trivs this time, I believe. Yeah, it looks like it's Trivs that has glitched up. Oh dearie me, this just isn't good, is it? And these guys are all underway. And I don't know what's going to happen. Electric leading the way from Rizzler the Roller, who's made it off the line this time, and Dunkelby Darren is in third, and Bunny is in fourth. Reset room, no more stops. There we go. Turtle saying that was the sign for kids' Christmas dinner is ready. Haha. Turtle, no. And there you go. The host has ended the lobby. Thank you for joining us tonight. It's been a great race. Enjoyed it very much, and we'll catch you next Tuesday. Working, Homesick. There you go, Homesick. He's working. I think Homesick was just roll calling to see if he's around to come and race. I'm going to go and do what I can do, which is not very much, but I will go to my network. Here are kiddies. If you ever want to clear your cache, your cookies, your temporary data, that's the way to do it. There you go. So, anything to look at? I've got nothing. I've recently updated computers. Oh no, we don't want to go to livery design. I could go to garage, possibly. Yo. Can do. I don't know whose they are. Lennon's, isn't they? I'm being asked about some shoes. They're not my shoes. They're either Mum's or Lennon's. But yeah, put them on there where the rabbit can eat them. Don't put them, leave them out there. Bring them in here. Lynx will eat them there. So there we can see a nice Ford. It's looking lovely. There we see a nice Aston Martin. It's nice. What's the next car going to be? Dun, 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 dun. Porsche. There you go, eh? Beautiful. Right, let's go back to the lobby area. I imagine they've got the room set up already. I don't know. We're just guessing. Dun, dun, dun. And there it is. It's up already. Look, he's got strong, full green bars. So I imagine the rule will be... What are you doing now?
It won't close properly.
It should do. You've obviously...
There we go.
Okay. Well, there's a nice Beetle. Hey. Just, that's it. It's closed. Leave it. It's fine. No, it's okay. There we go. So, as normal on a Tuesday evening, a little bit of finiddling about, fiddling, fuddling, finaffling, about, and Homesick now tearing his hair out. He's got a lovely ponytail. So Homesick apologising to the room, saying that was the last one. Anyone else glitches, you got to leave. I imagine that's what he's going to tell them next. It's tough. It's a tough one. It's not great. It's not what anyone wants. Oh, but it is really what has to happen, I'm afraid. These are the things that you have to live with in sim racing. Lots of people with lots of different internets all trying to come together. And I mean, real people can't even do that properly, so who's expecting the internet to do it? Oh, Nuki Brownell. I might end up saying, why I man? Halfway through this. So here we are back once again with the Super GTs. Looking forward to this Group 2 race. 2 40-minute races after a 3-lap qualifying start. And they're all out there getting some last-minute practicing in. No one expected this. Oh, I think Riz of the Roller has pulled over at the light. Yeah. Bunny out there, giving it his all on his outlap. Kale's been looking strong the last few rounds, I must say. I reckon Kale has got a win in him pretty soon in that Lexus. But Anton Poika has been absolutely destroying the field, along with Racer Brown. There is Anton in his Nissan. He's a bit good, is that Anton Poika? And but Jay's rather good as well. We've seen Jay in other Series E's in the Lexi, so it'll be interesting to see the Lexus of Jay and the Nissan of Anton going up against each other. Had an absolute brain block then. Hit a brick wall like that. Squash. So here we go. Third time lucky. We love it. These things have to come in threes. So round 5 of the Super GTs at Spa, ready to rock and roll. I just noticed on the front of Electric's car it's saying Paddy Power. You wouldn't even comprehend the irony in that. We had it. Oh, look, someone's gone off in the background there. Someone's glitched, and I think they're going to have to go. It's Trivs. It's the Trivs as Electric and makes his way around, but I don't know. He's how they're doing back here. They've all got through, it seems. Joe Cass with Kale, Homesick, Anton Poika, Jay, Guesty, but they've been held up a little bit by Trivs doing a weird. Oh, and Sharon as well. Oh my lord, doing their circle dance. It's the circle dance. Oh, Sharon must be gutted. He didn't have glitches before, but now he has. So Electric is on his way up through Eau Rouge. He's got a 1.5 second gap on Rizla the Roller. Uncle B Darren in 3rd place with Rido in 4th. And Bunny coming through strong in 5th place with Jokus in 6th. And Kale 7th. Homesick Alien trying to make up ground and not trying to be distracted by his hosting duties. Anton in 9th, but he's having a bit of a battle with JOO Pace. JOO Pace still behind Anton, and Guesty there in 11th. But Electric doing the job so far, holding that. Nissan ahead, and look at it, he's got a wiggly wheel. He's got a wiggly wheel, can't drive in a straight line virtually. And there is Rizla the Roller trying to catch up with him. He's only 1.2 seconds behind Uncle B Darren in his lone Honda. Oh, the lone Honda. Fighting for the righteousness of every man. The Pink Pig, I think I named it last week, with Rido in 4th place, just ahead of the Bunster. Then we have Joker. He's 5 seconds adrift of those guys, because I think they got held up by Trivs, with Kale in 7th, closing in on him. Shall we get a little in-car view? It's beautiful, as Kale, the South African, trying to catch up the Polish driver of Jokas. And it's a beautiful sight to behold, sitting on board with this Lexus, chasing down the Nissan as we come to near the end of the lap. We get to the chicane, and Kale trying a late break into the chicane. Can he make it stick? Oh, and he gives Jokas just enough racing room. Beautiful manoeuvre there from Kale. Absolute cracking. Stu in the chat saying, hey guys, and he's also saying, let's go Kale. He's just pulled a blinder. This is only the qualifying. You've missed now so far, and it looks like Electric good for, they get points as well for their positions. Rizzler the Roller has closed that gap though. He's down to 4/10 behind Electric. So Rizzler the Roller closing the gap, and Uncle B Darren very close behind also, only 8/10 behind Rizzler the Roller. Bunny's got himself ahead of Rido. Rido's still got 5 seconds to play with before Kale reaches them, and they're on lap 2, so still another lap, and there Electric looks like he's under threat from Rizzler the Roller. Rizzler the Roller makes the move, and Rizzler the Roller now sitting in a pole position with Electric in second, and Uncle B Darren has caught him up as well in the lone Honda. And he's still behind Electric, looking to make a move. One way or the other. One way or the other. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you one way. Or maybe next day. So in the chat we've got Shiren saying hi, Shiren saying stupid buggy game, lol. It's annoying, Shiren, it's got to be said, very annoying. So Rizzler the Roller, he's the man out there in front at the moment in his Lexus, with Electric in second in his Nissan, but he's being leaned on heavily by Uncle Darren in his Pink Pig, the Honda. Then we've got Bunny in fourth, only 1.7 seconds behind that battle up ahead of him. And we are coming into the last lap of qualifying. Rido looks like he's got that 5th place. Proper solid now with Kale in 6th, trying to catch him. Anton Poiker is up to 7th. Joker's dropping down to 8th. And who's this? Jay. Jay's having a look at the Polish driver, but he doesn't make it up the inside, so and Joker's all over the curves, and Jay's come up alongside him as they head towards La Source, but Joker's has got that inside line. If Jay wants the position, he's going to have to go the long way around. He's trying it, but no, he cannot make that stick. Guesty then in 10th, and Homesick Alien for some reason down at the back. He must have made a little bit of a mistake there. And the real Tiny Aiko says, go Princess. And the real Tiny Aiko saying, good luck, Jay. But Rizzler the Roller at the moment, 1.5 seconds on that final qualifying lap, with Electric still holding off Uncle of Darren. And Uncle Darren trying to push on, but Bunny's catching him up. Let's get on board with the Bunster, the little bunny. He's got no issues from foxes. The only fox trying to catch him is Rido, and he's 2.2 seconds behind. So Bunny hunting down Uncle B Darren and Electric. Oh, and he's got a slide on there in his Nissan, and he's lost a little bit of ground to him. Beautiful stuff here. Rido in 5th with Kale 6th. Anton Poiker though trying to close the gap in his Nissan on the Lexus. Joker's in 8th, but he's still battling out with Jay, and he's down to 9th because Jay is now up into 8th place. Joker's 9th. Homesick Aliens managed to get himself ahead of Guesty, and these two are having their own very private battle. Oh, and Homesick's off wide. He's had a bit of contact, and Guesty's sideways, and oh my word, they are really having a good battle out there, and Joker's has had a bit of an off, and he moves to the back now as Guesty and Homesick make their way around, but Rizzler the Roller coming through the final chicane to grab himself pole, and I believe 3 points as well. 3 well-earned points. So there we go. Rizzler the Roller. Oh, Uncle B Darren did get past Electric for second, 2 points, and Electric grabs third with 1 point on the table for that. Bunny in 4th, Rido in 5th, Anton Poiker got 6th, Kale got 7th, Jay got 8th, Guesty grabs 9th, Homesick Alien grabs 10th, and Jokas grabs 11th place. Poor Jokas, he's done a cracking little job there as well, keeping it ahead of Jay for a short while there. And Rizzler the Roller, he even gets a trophy for his pole position. Isn't that nice? Hey, the game just giveth and giveth. Excuse me, I was just taking a sip of my Nuki Brown Ale, and I had a little burpee pops as well. So that was an interesting mix. And I've had hot dogs for dinner, so that was a very interesting mix. So that is the grid. I am sure Homesick will have to go in and do a custom grid and add Trivs GG and Sharen to the back of that pack. And let's just, fingers crossed, for the 40-minute race, hope they all get off. And Anton Poika got your fastest lap in that 3-lap qualifying session with a 2:05.392. And it's beautiful stuff there. A little tasty battle. I think we should just say, yeah, we'll grab what we've had and just do one. Because it's, I've got a feeling we're going to have a bug fest this evening. But we'll see. I'll stick to the race results while they're playing around. Because I'm pretty sure Homesick's going to have to sort out the grid to add. I don't know, though. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe Trivs and Sharen will just get added to the back automatically. You think they would, as it's set on start with from last results. We do not know. We do not know. And I'll see if there's any action in the Discord to make you aware of. Not really. In the normal chat, possibly. They're all talking about puppies. And not the puppies I like. Hey, mama. Let's see your puppies. Mason's asking if we want to see his puppy. And I know a website where you can look at puppies. Lovely puppies. Big puppies, small puppies, any kind of puppies. Some puppies with big eyes, some puppies with little eyes. They're all beautiful puppies. Let's see your puppies then, darling. So, yes, they're all sorting themselves out at the moment whilst we discuss puppies. And waiting for the beginning of race 1. Remember, they were using the super softs and the mediums, and they have to use them for a minimum of 5 laps. Let's have a look, see what's the action there. So Homesick furiously in the background, working away in the settings, trying to get the grid sorted out. Pat, Holiday Pat. It's not just your normal Pat. It's not run-of-the-mill Pat. It's not your bog standard Pat. It's Holiday Pat is in the chat saying, hiya. Hi, Pat. How's your holiday, mate? G'day, sport. I could go to the track. They're going around, aren't they? I don't know why we're looking at the menu screen. I am off camber at the moment, looking at all the wrong things. We'll look at the Trivs G. Doesn't look glitchy to me. So maybe Trivs G has had a word with his internet, given his router a kick, said sort it out. Sun with Rido doing a cracking job there in qualifying, battling with the Bunny. And the Bunny, he is a VRC champion, so he is a force to be reckoned with. Uncle B Darren is a champion in waiting, I'm pretty sure. He has looked pretty handy in the last few races we've seen him at. And Pat saying, wet and windy, hoping for better tomorrow. You're joking, aren't you? You're in the UK and it's October. So, but you know what's coming tomorrow? Yay, yeah. Tomorrow is the pit stop. In our Discord, me and the beautiful, delicious, delectable, tasty Skyjacker host I guess it's kind of like a podcast. It's just me and him chatting about rubbish. But people seem to like to listen to us two chat about rubbish. I don't know why. Kaylin in the chat saying, looks fun. What, wet and windy? Wet and wild. That's what you should have said, Pat. It's wet and wild here. It's spring break. And Digi says, how do thingy? How do Digi? I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing crack-a-lacking. Digital Blasphemy tuned in from the side of the road. Hey, waiting for that fare. I say fair, I don't know. I don't know what. Yeah, I know it's something to do with driving, and I just have gone forward and assumed it's either Ubering or taxiing, one or the t'other. So, the final's been started. Fingers crossed, everybody. You missed the Puppy Talk Digital Blasphemy, but Pat's having a wet and wild time on holiday. I've seen that website as well. It looks fun, Pat. Enjoy yourself, mate. When's the toga party? But yes, tomorrow. Sorry, Pat. I was saying tomorrow is the release of the final What If, Marvel's What If on Disney Plus. I am looking forward to that. And also, I believe Black Widow is being released for free. It's been sat there for ages, wanting 20 quid, which I would not pay. So, I have withheld. Anyone for an Indian? Lol. And there we go. They're off. It was a weird grid, because Uncle B. Darren's on the top. Something's gone awry, and why am I not following cars? This is interesting. Looking at an empty road. Sorry, guys, I don't know. Oh, there we go. Uncle B. Darren's had a bit of a... Oh, I think it's gone a bit glitchy. This is not what we were expecting. Guesty, it says he's in the pits. Homesick Alien, I can't see anyone. Is there a race happening out there? Does anyone know? There is the start straight of the Spa-Francorchamps. It's cracking. They're all saying racing flag, but I can't see anything. I'm going to leave the room. Not lobby, just leave this and try and come back in again, because it's odd. There we go. We're looking at a brick wall. Looking at another brick wall. Looking at this brick wall. Oh my lord. Maybe I should leave quickly, because my word, that is weird. So I am just going to nip out of the actual whole lobby, because now I'm the one having a bug problem. And there was me jossing and joking about their bugs, and now I'm the one with a bug. I'll try and clear the cache again, but you saw me clear my cache. My cache is cleared. My data is clean. Honest, Gov. But we'll give it another go, and then we'll go back to Showroom with Friends. And then we'll go into the Super GT race and see what is going on, because that was weird. And there is a Gridfinder Beetle. It's a rather saucy orange. Excuse me, another burp. There was hot dogs, okay? Hot dogs and Windy Pops. I am enjoying the hot dogs for a second time around. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Now we're looking at a black screen. This is oh, there we go. Well, they're still out there. I believe they're racing. It won't let me look, though. There we go. So, now it says Anton Poika is leading from Kale, or are they just in a bit of a practice? I'm not sure. I have no idea what's going on now. Yeah, 37 minutes left of racing. Anton Poika is leading from Kale. We saw red flags being called, but it doesn't look like anything's happened from that. JWO in 6th, with Rido in 7th. Homesick Alien is in 8th. Rizzler the Roller is 9th. He was the pole sitter. Guesty in 10th. JWO asking about red flags. Uncle B. Darren in 11th. Trivs in 12th. And Jokus in 13th. And I do not know what is happening out there at this moment, but Anton Poika, it's not showing me the times, but I guess maybe when they pass a lap, it might start telling me the distances. I did see red flags getting called. It should be a restart, but possibly, I don't think there is red flags actually. Oh yes, there is no red flags in the 40 lap race, the 40-minute race. So Homesick Alien sticking to the rules. Possibly I might answer for him because he's busy racing. They did get changed, my friend. No. Oh, I shouldn't do this because of... No, I won't, because it's off-putting for those that are actually racing. So I won't type. But yes, there is no red flags. The rules got changed because it was getting ridiculous. It's a 40-minute race. They've got time to make it up. So here we go. We've got Anton Poika leading the way from Kale in 5th. We're not sure about the distance. It looks like Anton Poika's got a nice distance on him. Bunny's closing up quite nicely on Kale at the moment. Shiren in 4th with Electric in 5th. JOO is in 6th place. Rido in 7th. Homesick Alien is up to 8th. He's battling with Rizzler the Roller there as they go through. I can't tell you any of the lap times though, or anything like that. Uncle B Guesty is battling with Uncle B Darren in 10th and 11th. Trivs 12th, and Jokus is out there in 13th. And I don't know if Shiren made the grid. There we go. We've seen some lap times now, and we're seeing some distances. So they're on their 3rd lap. We've only missed a bit. We missed all the commotion in the beginning, but that was strange because all I was doing was looking at the front grid. But Anton Poika is on the super soft tyres, and he's leading by 7 seconds virtually from Kale. Kale, though, has got Bunny for company in his Nissan, and Kale trying to stay ahead. He's on the medium tyres with Bunny on the super soft. Shiren is in the race, sorry. He's up to 4th. So missed qualifying, but he's in the race now on the racing mediums. And oh dear, I was meant to try and save the replays and I totally forgot. I wonder if I can go back and do it. It's a bit harsh. Sorry guys, I know you're all in trying to enjoy a race, but I did say to him I was going to try and save the replays. Eek. No, I can't, because the race is already underway. So there you go. So there's Homesick in 8th place. Shambolic, but this is the way I like it. Shambles. Love a bit of baby shambles. So Anton Poika is leading from Kale. Bunny's all over the back of Kale though. Bunny trying to make early doors in this. He's got the super softs on with Kale being on the mediums. Shiren in 4th. He is also on the mediums. JOO. He's up to 5th now, ahead of Electric. Electric's gone for those super softs, where Jay has gone for the mediums. Rido catching up Electric. Only 3/10 between them. We've got battles up and down the field. Homesick Alien in 8th place. He started on the mediums. Guesty in 9th. Also on those mediums. Trivs is on the mediums in 10th place. Uncle B Darren in 11th. He's on the super softs with Jokers in 12th. On the mediums, and Rizzler the Roller is rolling laterally instead of the other way. So Pat saying, didn't the rules get changed so that red flags could only be called in quali race? They did, you're right Pat, they did. Howard saying, wish I wasn't at work, you know I do love a bit of Spa is fun. And Pat saying, saving replay, it won't work as you've left the lobby, so you won't be able to get the replay for this one either. Oh, right, as you left after it started. Well, I couldn't exactly hang around though. But here we go, Kale and Bunny. Bunny's making the move. Bunny is making the move. Kale on those medium tyres just doesn't have the grip to fight Bunny, and Bunny slips it up the inside of Kale, and now he is up into 2nd place. Cracking stuff from Bunny, but how long can his tyres last before Kale comes back? Kale's just got to try and stay in the stream, the slipstream of Bunny, and stay with him, because he's going out for a longer stint. Shiren, some 1.6 seconds behind Kale, in 4th place, with JOO in 5th. Jay making great headway there in his racing mediums. So far, Anton Poika's got the fastest lap with a 2:05.632, and Rido in 6th. I'll just have to remind Guesty to save the replay at the end, because I can't. Oh, Electric's out wide. Electric's out wide. His tyres starting to give up on him, and that gives Homesick Alien 7th. And he's only 1.6 seconds behind Rido. Rido on the super softs with Homesick, but Homesick now under pressure from Guesty. Guesty having a very close look at that Nissan. He's giving the back end a good inspection. Trivs GG in 10th place with Uncle B Darren right under his spoiler. And let's get on board with Uncle B Darren. Oh no, let's get on board with Uncle. I love the Honda's window. I love that you can see through the roof as well. It's beautiful stuff in the Pink Pig. Then he's gone for a lovely little move on the Trivs there. But Trivs has seen it off and he's got it under control now. Uncle B Darren trying to position himself for the inside of Lassus. And Tribs is out wide. And Uncle B Darren's got it. He's got it. Tribs on those mediums though. And Uncle B Darren on the super soft. So Tribs has just got to stick with him. With Jokus in 12th and Rizzler the roller has been in and put some mediums on. But that will not count towards his pit stops. Because he's got to do a minimum of 5 laps on those super softs. And he's gone in and pitted already. So Anton Poika is leading the way with the fastest lap on his super softs. Almost down to half a tank of fuel already, and he's 10 seconds on the Bunster of Bunny. He's got a little bit more fuel though. He's got a little bit more fuel than Anton Poika. Pretty much similar tyre wear, and he nearly lost the car there. Unbelievable stuff. And Kale staying very close behind on those mediums. As you see the Nissan kicking out flames from the sides. These Group 2 cars, meaty they are. And these two are absolutely in a battle. And the more they're battling, it's helping the Shiren out, the Russian sensation, catching them up. Less than 2 seconds behind them. And JOO is less than 3 seconds behind Shiren. So JOO pace, he's coming back in this race on those mediums. Rido still ahead of Guesty. Guesty's got himself ahead of Homesick Alien. And these two in a battle at the moment. Electric has been caught up by Uncle B Darren now. As Uncle B Darren we saw getting past Tribs GG. Tribs GG though is on those medium tyres that will last a bit longer than Uncle B Darren's. Joker's in 12th. We've seen him have some very good races in the Super GT. It's not going so hot for him now, and we missed that first incident because it seemed I was the one that was stuck on the grid. And I wasn't even racing. Could you get that, eh? So in the chats, the real Tiny Oko saying, go Jay, go Jay, go Jay, Jay, Jay. And there he is. He's 3 seconds behind the Russian sensation there. And Kale trying to stay with Bunny, whose tyres are slowly going away. And Anton Poika is absolutely flying out of the pace of 206.4. Bunny managing a 208.6 his last time around. Kale a 208.1. Shiren managing a 208.0. And Jay doing a 207. So no one's on the pace of Anton Poika at the moment. I don't think anyone's got it in the 206s apart from Anton Poika. Spa is suiting him down to the ground. Guesty closing up on Rido. Interesting stuff here. We're already 12 minutes into this race. Homesick Alien starting to drop away from Guesty. Homesick maybe managing his car a little bit, managing the fuel, managing the tyres. Uncle B Darren, he's 7 seconds adrift of the Alien with Electric. Oh, he managed to get past Electric. I don't think we saw that. And Trivs GG on those medium tyres. Only 1.2 seconds behind Electric. And he's 3.7 seconds ahead of Jokers in 12. And Rizzler the Roller, we know, has already pitted and placed some medium tyres on that car. And he might have to do another stint on the super softs, because I don't think he quite made the 5 laps. So Anton Poika now, he's gone past that 5 laps. Where's the laps? Can't see the... oh yeah, 6. I thought there was a lap counter, but yes, he's on lap 7 now, so he can pit quite happily. And he's 14 seconds. Kale's back ahead of Bunny. As Bunny's tyres finally let him down, we saw the Nissan was wiggling a little bit in the odd corner, and he's coming back under tow to Kale, trying to find that tow to get away past the South African driver, one of many in this series. But Kale getting through that corner a lot steadier, and oh no, JOO has left. JOO has left. And that is really unfortunate. He looked fine. It didn't look like there was any glitching or anything. So Homesick Alien has also got ahead of Guesty. Moved up to 6th. with Guesty now in 7th, Uncle B Darren promoted to 8th, Tribs in 9th, Jokers in 10th, 11th for Electric, and Rizzler the Roller out there in 12th. Oh no, Jay! Where goneth are you? We miss you already. So Anton Poika absolutely blinding pace out there. His tyres are quite cooking nicely, and he's still in the 206s. Kale just ahead of Bunny, and Shiren has decided to join the party. So let's get on board with the Shiren. Oh my lord, it's not remembering the cockpit view at all for me. Oh, what's he in? He's in a Nissan. They've got that top part as well. Maybe it's just the roll bar. I thought it was the roof was a bit glass. But Shiren getting a great view of the race ahead. Oh, there's a power failure for Jay. Oh my lord. Oh, they're all coming into the pits. So we're having some pit stops here from the two. Oh no, well, Shiren was on the medium tyres. That's an interesting move from Shiren. Just wants to get off those mediums. Rido also decided that's enough for those super softs. That promotes Homesick Alien up into a podium position. Guesty also joining them in the pits. Uncle B Darren, oh, his tyres are cooked, but he's decided to stay out there for a bit longer. Tribs is also staying out. And Joker's also not pitting at the moment. Interesting stuff then, interesting tactics this early. We're 15 minutes, so that's, I don't know, about, yeah, that is around about a two-stop strategy, I imagine. So Anton Poika, 16.6 second lead on Kale at the moment. Kale, he was in that battle with Bunny and Shiren. Bunny and Shiren both going into the pits. And now Kale giving it some big sideways action down the hill. Beautiful stuff from Kale. Homesick Alien 15 seconds adrift of Kale, and only less than 6 seconds ahead of the Pink Pig of Uncle B Darren. And Uncle B Darren's tyres look absolutely slaughtered, whereas Trivs as mediums are looking tidy on each corner of his car. Very tidy. And he's trying to close in on the Honda with Shiren. Shiren's out of the pits before Bunny. Did he short fill it? There's Bunny. He's having a battle with Jokers, who hasn't pitted yet. Joker's out wide, and that gives Bunny the opportunity to move up into 7th place. Bunny putting on the medium tyres, Shiren going for the super softs. And we have got ourselves a bit of a race here for the final podium positions. And what sort of times can they be blistering out there? Bunny, top toe right up, and Shiren only half filled. So Shiren short filling the car for a shorter pit stop to get the jump out of the Joker's in 8th. Rido also pitting. He's put the super softs on. He's gone 3/4 of a tank with Guesty. He's topped right up and gone on to the super softs. Electric in 11th. And he's topped up pretty much as well, with Rizzler the Roller pitting earlier in the race. But Anton Poika, very impressive. There goes Uncle B Darren. He did have a bit of tyre left, but he's decided to go in and change. So Shiren moving up a position through the pit stops. Bunny also getting past. And we are in for... And Joker's also going in as well. Joker's going in. Well, those mediums are looking okay for Joker's. It's a bit early for a one-stopper. And what are the rest of these guys doing? I think Anton Poika is going to try and take that all the way to the halfway point. He's not far away from it anyway. He's got plenty of fuel on board. And then he can put the mediums on and just drive the rest of the way. Kale's the one we've got to keep an eye on. He might be under threat when he pits. Shiren, now let's have a little math. Let's have a math lesson. He's 19 seconds behind Anton Poika. Shiren is 45 seconds behind Anton Poika. So he's only 26 seconds behind Kale. And a pit stop seems to cost about 44 seconds. That seems a lot. I thought Shiren, interesting. That's oddness, that, because it does seem to say 30 something seconds. Nearly felt 40 seconds. 44 minus 7 is about 37 seconds. Pit stop. So at this point, Shiren should come out ahead of Kale. Kale's having a wobble on as he goes into the pits. Anton Poika is in the pits. Homesick Alien yet to pit. He's only 8.2 seconds ahead of Shiren, but Shiren's not his battle today. Trivs GG, he's also not pitted yet. He's in a cracking position to get some good points from this. And the real Tiny Ico saying, will Jay be back? That is the question. I don't know if they've got no power. A power failure. The old Jenny, the old generator gave up on him. Anton Poika is back out in the lead of this race ahead of Homesick Alien. Anton Poika putting about 3/4 of a tank in and the racing mediums, and that should see him to the end of this race, we should think. Homesick Alien in second place with Shiren there. He's only 8.4 seconds behind Anton Poika, 7 seconds behind Homesick Alien. Trivs GG is in fourth, but he's going to have to make a pit stop soon. His fuel is looking quite low. And Bunny out there at 207.9 for Bunny on those racing medium tyres. Shiren managing a 205.988 on his softs, but Anton Poika has done an absolute cracking lap with a 205.632. It's going to be a tough fastest lap to beat for those guys out there. So let's have a run through. So there's Jay. Hey Jay. He says he's coming back, so the failure outage must have just been a short one. It's not an all-nighter. He's not getting the candles out. So Anton Poika is the man in the front of the pack, with Homesick Alien in second, Shiren in third place. And Homesick hasn't pitted, as Trivs GG also has not pitted. So Shiren should move up into second place, and then Bunny should move up into third place. He's catching Trivs GG though. Oh, it's really being a bit of a bummer tonight, is GT Sport. It usually remembers to stay in the cockpit for me, but it's not having it tonight. So there goes Bunny, a move on Trivs GG on his mediums, but they are nice and fresh mediums. Probably a lot tacky, but they're side by side all the way around that part of the track. Beautiful stuff. Blatchermont did it. And Homesick Alien has come to the pits, so Shiren moving up into second place, only 7 seconds behind Anton Poika. But I think Shiren is going to... Oh no, Shiren a little bit over the curbs, and that is exactly what Bunny would like to see. Can Shiren get himself going again? He's got himself facing the right way. He is moving. And Bunny, yeah, Shiren really did save a lot of time in those pit stops, but I think Shiren, he will have to pit again before the end of this race, just for a splash dash. And Bunny now only 3 seconds behind Shiren on the medium tyres. Kale after his pit stop, he lost out the most because he was in second place, wasn't he? So Kale some 3.1 seconds behind Bunny. How's Bunny's fuel? Bunny topped up, so Bunny can go all the way till the end. Shiren, I'm not sure, can. Rido in a cracking 5th place there, ahead of Guesty in 6th. Uncle B Darren in 7th, but he's battling it out with Homesick Alien there. And Homesick Alien just making the move on Uncle B Darren. Homesick Alien on those super softs, and they are fresh from the tyre warmers, straight to his Nissan and straight to the Spa circuit. With Uncle B Darren then in 8th place, ahead, only just ahead of Electric, but Electric's tyres looking pretty tatty at the moment. And Jokus, he's 12.2 seconds behind Electric, 4.4 seconds ahead of Trivs. We saw Trivs running quite well, but he's pitted. He's got the fresh tyres on. He'll be probably going all the way to the end now, if he can get those tyres to stay alive. And Rizla the roller is coming in to put some super softs on, probably. So I don't think he did long enough on them original super softs. And Anton Poika, 14.5 seconds. So the timings are really wacky. Oh no, Shiren had that spin, didn't he? JOO getting back in the room, ready for race 2 in 15 minutes. And the Lord said, we are pace. Psalm 11. There you go. I'm not up to date with my my Bible, but I'll look that one up. I've got to say, my Bible studies have gone a bit of awry lately. But Anton Poika, 14.2 second lead in this race so far. Unchallenged. I think he's got this one. And he's going to extend that lead from Racer Brown. Racer Brown will be sat at home. Or sat whatever he's doing, thinking, oh, bugger it. Didn't need Anton Poika doing so well in this one. But Bunny looking to make good points up in this race also. They do drop scores. They do drop scores in the championship for those that do miss around here or there. I'm not sure how many, because I know the rules were changed. It used to be 2 drop scores, two rounds, 2 of the lowest scored rounds. Pat saying they must write it different down in South Africa. Well, it sounds like I prefer the South African good book rather than the everywhere else good book. But Kale trying to claw something out of this. He's got the super softs on. It does look like he's catching Bunny up at the moment. He did a 2:07.876 his last time around, and Bunny did a 2:08.0. So, ooh, it's only 2/10, but he can definitely see Bunny in. Kale is definitely catching up Bunny. So, got a race on there. Guesty in 5th with that early pit stop, but those tyres starting to look a little bedraggled. Don't know if they'll make it all the way. Rido's having a cracking little race there. He said he didn't like these G Group 2 cars, but he's doing all right today. Homesick Alien with those fresh super softs on. Ooh, hanging his Nissan right around the outside of the track, playing with every single last inch of the track that there is, trying to catch Rido up, only 3 seconds behind him. And his battle was pretty much with Guesty. Rido's into the pits. Rido's gone into the pits. So, Homesick Alien and Uncle B Darren moving up into 6th and 7th respectively. And Homesick Alien is 13 seconds adrift from Guesty. He's going to hope that Guesty's tyres go off, but we all know Guesty loves an old pair of tyres. He loves a bit of old rubber, does Guesty. He can drive better on a worn-out set of tyres, better than he can drive on the fresher ones. Joker's in 8th, ahead of Trivs G. And Electric's gone in also with Rido. Oh, I like his pit crews colours, looking very good as they change the tyres on that car 95. And Rizzler the Roller in 12th place in his Lexus. Looks like Guesty's coming up to the back of him. Anton Poika though, 12.7 seconds. He's just taking that easy now, and he's just bringing that baby home quite nicely. Pat saying 1 drop per championship in all VRC series now. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It used to be 2, but now it's 1. I might not have got to the 1 bit because I get distracted quite easily. But yeah, we used to drop 2 rounds, but I think it's gone to 1 because there was a few championships where the drop rounds were really deciding it. So I think they made the decision to go with a 1 drop score to try and make it a little bit fairer for those that do turn up every week. I don't know if that was the reason. That was the way I interpreted it. But Anton Poika there leading the way, 12.4 seconds ahead of Shiren. We've got the Flying Finn versus the Russian sensation. But Kel's trying to get in there. I'm trying to think of what I could... The South African Stallion, maybe? The South African Stallion trying to catch up the Russian sensation, who's trying to catch up the Flying Finn. And we've got the... I don't know. Something to do with the Brit. The Bruiser Brit. trying to catch up, the South African. Guesty up into 5th place. So Guesty having a tidy... Oh, he's lost a lot of ground, though. Homesick Alien, 206.6 from Homesick Alien. A 214.2 last time around from Guesty. Guesty lost a whole handful of time on his lap before this. And that is putting Homesick Alien back in contention for a battle with Guesty. We did see Guesty was coming up to lap someone. Uncle B Darren, I can't remember who he was going to lap. Rizzler the Roller, I think. I don't know if maybe he had issues getting past a Rizzler the Roller, unbeknownst to us. I don't know, but Guesty did lose a whole chunk of time in that last lap that's given Homesick Alien the opportunity to close up on the Guesty. 4.5 seconds. Uncle B Darren only 5.6 seconds behind them. We've got 10 minutes left of this 40-minute race, and what a weird race it's been as well. With me getting stuck on the grid, which is strange because I'm not even in a car. I thought it was just those guys that got stuck on grids, but it seems like I can get stuck on a grid as well, because I did. Trivs GG is in 9th place, 3.7 seconds behind Yokas, with Rido in 10th, and Shiren, we said he needed a splash o dash, and there is his splash and a dash. And that gives Kale the opportunity. Where's Bunny go? So Kale caught Bunny up, got past him. Beautiful stuff. We missed it. I apologise. But Kale up into 2nd place, a whole heap of points. Kale's grabbing himself now. And 206, 207, 209 and 208. Well, there you go. We did see Kale wasn't far behind Bunny. I didn't expect him to catch him up and pass him that quickly, but he did, whilst we were looking elsewhere. So I do apologise to you guys out there. You tune in for the overtakes, and I do everything possible to miss the overtakes because I'm always looking the other way. So Anton Poika is leading by 18.3 seconds from Kale, whom is in 2nd. Bunny in 3rd place, keeping hold of that podium position at the moment. Guesty 13.4 seconds adrift of the Bunny, and his tyres are starting to look pretty worn there. Did a 208.4 his last time around. Homesick Alien a 207.3, and can Homesick Alien catch Guesty up to finish best of the rest off the podium? Shiren then out of the pits onto the Super Softs again. Half a tank of fuel, only 3.2 seconds behind Alien, so Alien might have his hands full anyway with a Russian before too long. Uncle B Darren 5.3 seconds behind. Shiren in 7th, looking solid in 7th though. He's got 21 seconds before Trivs GG catches him up. Trivs GG though on a fresh set of Super Softs, doing absolute blinding lap times. Rido down in 9th place, 17 seconds ahead of Jokers, who's in 10th. 11th for Electric, we saw him coming into pit. And Rizzler the Roller, he did go back on some softs, so looks like he's going to get his 5 laps, or I think he's already done them, hasn't he? Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3, he's on his 4th lap of 5 for those Super Softs. And there we go, Anton Poika absolutely in a class of his own this evening, doing the business for the Finns and showing what he is made of. It's probably quite an easy evening for him this evening without Racer Brown dogging him all the way to the finish line. Kale looking good for a second. Did something move? Looked like something moved. No. Homesick Alien though, he's only 1.2 seconds ahead of Shiren. So Shiren is in a cracking little position now, hunting down the Alien. The Alien was trying to catch up. Guesty, whose tyres are starting to look a little bit done. And Shiren really pushing on in his Nissan, chasing down Homesick Alien for that 5th place. And this is what Guesty needs, I imagine. If Homesick Alien and Guesty get into a bit of a battle. Guesty 4.4 seconds ahead of the Alien. Guesty's last lap at 2:07.9. He is starting to pick up his game, but those tyres look pretty torn up. With Homesick Alien's tyres looking a lot older than the fresh set that Shiren's just put on. Homesick Alien, oh, has a flyer over the curb and survives to tell the tale. So Homesick Alien's a flying Brit. But Shiren making the move down the inside. And there you go, Shiren up. Can he get 5 seconds on Guesty before the end of this race? We've only got 5.5 minutes left of racing. Guesty's tyres are looking pretty old. He's 10 seconds adrift of Bunny, who's 10 seconds adrift of Kale. And there's no way Shiren's going to catch the podium position up. And Kale having an absolute corker there to get himself second place in this race. I bet he'd take that all day long. With Anton heading on home, 5 more minutes away from a cracking little win for Anton Poika. Shiren running, he's already gained a second on Guesty. So Shiren is the man to watch at the moment in this race. Homesick Alien in 6th. Uncle B Darren in 7th. He's lost a lot of ground to Homesick Alien. He's dropping into the 10s. That racing mediums starting to look pretty old on that Honda. Trivs GG still 19 seconds behind Uncle B Darren, but he's doing some cracking lap times at the moment. Rido 6.1 seconds behind Trivs. He's not doing the same lap times. He's on the medium tyres as Trivs GG. So Rido, but it's looking good for a 9th. He's got 16.5 seconds on Jokas. And Jokas 28 seconds ahead of 11th place Electric, who is 41 seconds ahead of Rizzler the Roller. Rizzler the Roller, though, very consistent lap times. 2082, 2086, 2087, 208, 2091, sorry. So Rizzler the Roller, lovely bit of consistency. As Anton Poika romps away with it. Less than 4 minutes to go, and it's Shiren, really. He's 1.4 seconds behind Guesty. Look at Shiren go. Guesty doing a 208.6 last time around, and those tyres are really done on Guesty. And Shiren on those fresh tyres. Looks like that little splash and dash has done Shiren the world of goods. But he's not going to get a podium. I'm going to stick my neck on the block, and you lot can hold on to the axe, because I don't think he's going to get himself a podium today. Pulled well away from Homesick Alien. Really is flying. Look at him. Just breezes past Guesty like he wasn't there. And but I guess Guesty and Homesick's fight was never with Shiren today. And Shiren maybe feeling he could have got himself a podium if the others were stuck to the same strategy that he got. But no, 7.2 seconds from Bunny with just under 3 minutes to go. Bunny's doing that 210s. Bunny's in the 210s. Shiren's done a 204 and taken the fastest lap of the race from Anton Poika. So Shiren, oh, absolute flyer. And he's only 6 seconds behind Bunny now. Maybe, possibly, Shiren, maybe Bunny's podium isn't as certain as we thought it was. Guesty still 5.8 seconds ahead of Homesick Alien in 6th place. And Homesick Alien's tyres are looking pretty mullered. Not as mullered as Guesty's. 209.4 for Guesty last time around. 209.6 for Homesick Alien. So I don't see how Homesick Alien can catch up Guesty at this point, unless Guesty makes a major mistake. And it's down to Shiren. Can he catch Bunny up in the time remaining? Less than 2 minutes to go. It's looking very uncertain there. Anton Poika, though, absolutely blistering pace he's got out there at the moment. 16.4 seconds. Pat saying the Jaws music begins playing quietly as Bunny's having a little splish splash in the shallow end. Thinks he's doing fine. A little swim along the shore. And here comes, oh, he's got to get himself past Rizzler the Roller, though. 204.9. I bet Anton Poika's thinking, where did that lap time come from? Unbelievable. Oh, there might be a point up there for fastest lap as well, so Shiren he'll have a little wry smile on his face, but he did have a bigger one if he can catch Bunny up, and they're just going into the final lap now. And there goes Rizla the Roller, letting Shiren through. Very nice. 2.5 seconds. Shiren's got to do it all on this lap, though. A 2:05.055 for Shiren that last time around. Bunny doing a 2:09.6. And this is it. This is the final lap. And Shiren has to pull out all the stops if he wants to try and get that podium. And I did say there's no way he could get the podium. Is he going to prove me wrong? Bunny on those medium tyres that are pretty worn. He can't push that car too much. He might find that it's going to spin. Just making sure Anton is nowhere near the finish line just yet. There's someone just spinning in the... No, going through the final chicane, and the time has run out. So someone's just about to cross the line. And there he is, Trivs, finishing in 8th place. Rido bringing her home in 9th. Cracking stuff from these guys, well done. The Jokers coming over the line for 10th. Brilliant stuff. And Anton is there. Bunny, where's Bunny? Sorry, that was the wrong button. Bunny, oh, he has caught him up. Only 4/10 in it from Shiren and Bunny. My word, here comes Shiren, and there's no defence. Bunny's got no defence. I think those medium tyres are done, and Shiren just breezes on by. And we're looking for Electric to cross the line. He's just coming up to the chicane. Unbelievable stuff, though. And there's is Anton coming across the line. There's Anton to take the win. Super stuff from Anton Poika there. And there is Electric coming home in 11th place. Well done, my chappie. Then we've got Kale coming up through the chicane to grab himself 2nd spot. Unbelievable racing we've had out there this first race. Shiren, who would have thunk it, eh? That little splash and dash at the end there, I thought he'd shot himself in the foot, but no, not at all. He's brought it home for 3rd place. Take a boo, my son. And then Bunny in 4th. Then we've got, Rizla the Roller going across the line in 12th. Then Guesty just coming across the line in 5th, ahead of Homesick Alien in 6th. And Uncle B Darren, he's riding on fumes, car 96, but he's just about to get there for a cracking 7th place. Good points. Sweet stuff there. Beautiful. So, Pat saying catching for P3 looks very doable, but overtaking is a different challenge. Must have said that just before he breezed past. And Pat saying, although with the difference in tyre wear, it was likely to be made considerably easier. There you go. Yeah, he just breezed past him. Beautiful stuff. So these are your results. And I don't think it, it says I can save it. But I don't think it'd work though, so I'm going to try and remind Guesty. No. I'll remind Guesty to save replay as well, just in case I've tried, but like Pat said earlier, I left the room and came back again. Because I left and came back, it's probably corrupt file. It said I've saved it, but it could be corrupted. So just to double check, I'll ask Guesty to save a replay as well. Because Homesick, I think he was struggling with space. He did say beforehand, that's not what I want. I want the race results. So let us take you to the race results. So Anton Poika absolutely obliterating the rest of the field. 17.7 seconds in the end ahead of the next guy. And takes a beautiful win, extending his championship lead. With no Racer Brown here to defend. That is going to put him out there. Kale getting a great second. Great haul of points for Kale there. Shiren getting an absolutely amazing finale there from Shiren to grab that final podium position. Them three can have a little dance around. And look at that, I love it. It's like an international podium. Beautiful stuff. Finnish, South African, and Russian. Makes you proud to be British. Hey, it's a British run championship. And it's lovely to see those colourful flags flying up there on the podium. Bunny, what could have been? He was so close to that podium. But in the end, on the medium tyres, with that tyre wear, ended up in 4th place. Guesty in 5th in the end, ahead of Homesick Alien in 6th. Uncle B Darren grabbed 7th. Trivs GG having quite a good race in 8th. Rido in 9th. Jokers in 10th. Electric grabs 11th. And Rizla the Roller in 12th. Shiren got the fastest lap on lap 17 with a 2:04.929. And what a very interesting race. A bit of a shaky start, but still a cracking little race in the end we had. And Homesick just reminding the guys, red flag only in quali race. Oh, and Kale says he can't see Shiren. Well, that's a darn shame. Shiren, he's got his stealth livery on, that's why. Kale's just left to try and clear some cash. Has anyone entered? There has been an entry there. Guesty, Uncle, and Jokers. I don't see that Homesick's put when the next race is starting. Anywhere there. I guess he's saying saved. I don't. Oh, he's already said saved, and I put save replay, please. But he's already said it before I actually said it. Wow, I must have been really slow off the mark. I thought I wrote that straight after they finished. But yeah. How bizarre. Doesn't look like Homesick has said when the next race is start. Oh yeah, there it goes, race 2. Oh, in 5 minutes. You're having a laugh. Right, it's a short break, guys. Quick break before we start the next race, so you can have a look at the lovely looking JOO Pace driving around. That is a nice livery, I've got to say, and I am going to have the shortest break you could possibly have. I think I preferred it when Racer Brown hosted. 1 minute past. Has he already asked? Has he asked if people are ready? Oh, he's asking someone to enter. I'll just put R just to let him know I'm back. Here we go. And I'll check the volumes to see if everything's there. Rido saying hello there. Hi, Rido. How are you, my friend? And yes, Homesick asking if we're ready for race 2. Remember this one, they're using the Racing Soft and Racing Hard tyres. And we're going to do it all again. Another 40 minutes of absolute pure racing out there. Guesty, he's testing those hard tyres at the moment. Jay testing out the hards. Electric testing out those softs. Jokus, ooh, having a little bang with the barrier as Shiren moves on by. Arizla the Roller, he's testing out those hard tyres. And fingers crossed we all get off the grid properly, including myself, because that was a really bizarre. Rido saying, good, thanks, mate. You? I'm good, man. I'm good. Now you concentrate on the race, Rido, because you're just about to set off for another 40-minute spin around Spa. And will Anton do that again? He's going to start from the back. Oh, Newcastle Brown Ale. God, that was a big bowl. So, Rizzle the Roller starting on pole. And Anton and Jay at the back. That'll be a lovely little battle at the back with Anton and Jay. But as always, we'll look at the front. Oh no, Uncle B Darren was not ready. Oh, I don't know if he's going to be allowed in because we don't have delays. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. The timer's set off and it's looking like, oh, for a change, it's gone smoothly. But Uncle B Darren doesn't look like he got to the grid in time. And they're setting on their way. Rizzler the Roller pulling away, lovely. Electric in second. Jokus out wide there, out wide. Those, he's on the soft tyre. Oddness there. Rido in fourth with Trivs GG in fifth. Homesick Alien in sixth. Guesty seventh. And Bunny in eighth. Kale in ninth place. 10th there for Shiren. 11th for Anton Poika and JOO. Let's hope his power stays out for the whole, stays on for the whole 40 minutes as he battles with the rest of the clan. Rizzler the Roller starting on the hard tyres, Electric on the soft, so Electric will be trying to get that early march on Rizzler the Roller in this race. And this, oh, there you go. I was getting worried about the cameras then. But so far, so good. Not for Uncle B Darren though, obviously, as he didn't make the grid in time, and I do think they've made a strict thing with no delays because there is a big time difference out there. Like for Anton Poika right now, it's nearly 11:30 in the evening. So Rizzler the Roller still in the lead at the moment, ahead of the Irish driver, Electric. Electric looking one way, looking the other. He's trying to find a way by, and he just can't do it at the moment. He's just looking at the back of the Lexus. He's going up the inside. Rizzler the Roller out wide. I don't know if there was contact or not. Didn't quite see it off the camera. But Electric up into first place with Rizzler the Roller in second. Jokus on those soft tyres just ahead of Rido, also on the soft tyres. Then we have Trivs GG in fifth place with Homesick Alien in sixth, battling it out with Guesty. Him and Guesty are having an absolute glorious one. And Bunny just seemed to have nipped up the inside of both of them. And Bunny there, he's on the racing soft tyre. Guesty's on the hard tyre. Homesick Alien's on the hard tyre, so that shows why Bunny got a good move then. Kale in ninth on the hard tyre. Anton Poika on the hard tyre. And he's battling with Shiren and JOO at the back of the pack here as they try and make their way through. And it's three tough drivers all there in a row. Shiren just ahead of JOO. Electric now 2.5 seconds ahead of Rizzler the Roller, who's 1.5 seconds ahead of Jokus, but Rido's coming through. Rido is attacking Jokas. He's got the inside line in this chicane, and he's done it. Beautiful stuff. So Rido up into third, Jokus down into fourth, Bunny fifth, and Trivs GG is ahead of Homesick and Guesty. So maybe Bunny's overtaken Trivs GG as well. Trivs GG though is on the racing hard tyres with Bunny on the soft. He's trying to make short work early doors to try and get track position. Trivs GG in sixth with Homesick Alien in seventh, just ahead of Guesty, only just though. These two battling it out all the way. Then Kale in ninth. We saw Kale had pace. He is pace. And he's got pace. Oh, Homesick Alien's really out wide. Homesick Alien out very wide there. He gets back on track just ahead of Kale. And Kale's trying to get the move done around the outside, and Kale all over the curbs, but he manages to do it, does he? Just about. Kale, cracking little move there on Homesick Alien, with Shiren now ahead of Anton Poika. So Shiren is absolutely on fire at the moment with Anton Poika in 11th, but Anton Poika could be managing his car. Let's not count anything out here. We saw Shiren was going for that two-stop strategy. He's also caught up Rido, and he's ahead. Oh, Rido must have had a bad one, because Rido was up there, wasn't he? So Rido down with these three as they make their way through, and Shiren ahead of Anton, and Rido's just, oh, he's had to get a little bit out of it, is he? He's there ahead of Anton Poika, battling it out, and Anton Poika has gone to the back of the pack. He's got that inside line on Rido. Can he do it? Not quite. I think Rido, is he not on the soft tyre? So Rido stays ahead of Anton Poika. Electric though, 5-second lead in this race so far. He's going great guns out there. So Electric looking for a good result here in race 2, with Rizzler the Roller in second, Bunny already up to third. Bunny is absolutely on fire at the moment, whipping past everybody. He's got himself ahead of Guesty, Homesick Alien, Trivs GG, and now Jokus, and he's looking to make a move on Rizzler the Roller. He's on the soft tyre, Rizzler Roller on the hard. And Bunny is looking to get the move done already, trying to get that inside line on the Lexus, and he's there side by side going through the corner, and they've done it. He's done it, and Jokus followed him through as Rizzler the Roller was out there on the curbs, had to back out of it. So far Electric 6.3 seconds ahead, and Jokus has got himself ahead of Bunny. There's a battle royale there between the Polish and the Brit, but it looks like Bunny's regained the position on Jokus in second. Jokus down to third, and now Rizzler the Roller is having a look at the pole to try and make a move. Ooh, a little bit of a wiggle on from Rizzler the Roller. Guesty is in the pack there with Kale and Trivs GG, and they're all battling hard, and Shiren's catching these guys up as well. Shiren is absolutely flying out there at the moment. Rido's got himself back ahead of JOO, and JOO looking to get some headway on Rido. Rido's on the soft tyre. He's on the faster tyre, but Jay's going to go for a move up the inside in the chicane. It's very tight between the two of them, and they're through, but Rido there. Ooh, Rido didn't give much room on the outside of that corner, and now JOO is right out of the pack again. Homesick Alien, he must have made some more mistakes, because he's dropped right to the back, and he's on those hard tyres. Maybe he's managing his car, I'd like to say, but I think he probably made a bit of a mistake there, being that far back. So Electric 6.6 seconds ahead of Bunny. Bunny did a 209.2 his last lap around. Electric doing a 208.4. So Electric on fire, with Bunny chasing him down. Jokus in a solid third place, with Rizzler the Roller in fourth. Guesty in fifth, just ahead of Shiren, but Shiren's the man on the move. Look at him. He's through, but I don't think Kale can see him, because they're doing that weird joint car thing. So Kale and Shiren sharing the same piece of road, and possibly can't see each other, because it's looking rather strange, isn't it? It does look weird. It looks like a Nissan and a Lexus mating out there. So Shiren up into sixth ahead of Kale. but Kale most likely can't see Shiren. Rido in 8th place with Anton Poika now up to 9th, ahead of Trivs, who's just getting overtaken by JOO. So Anton and Jay on the move there, ahead of Trivs. And Homesick Alien in 12th, 5 seconds adrift. And he did a 2:19 his last lap, so he must have made a small mistake in his Nissan. He's got a big hill to climb now. Kalen saying Rido defending a bit sus. Yeah, well, we do have incidents forms for the guys to that they can put in for the stewards to look at, and it was discussed that we do prefer, or we do hope people do report incidents, because no one can learn if no one says anything. If it's not reported, then it can't be put out there for the drivers to know what they're doing wrong. But it did look to me, Rido didn't leave much room on the outside of that corner as they come out the chicane. So yeah, it's I think Jay's got every right to put an incident report in, and Rizzler the roller. But I mean, a lot of these people are learning from Max Verstappen, and Max Verstappen he doesn't give any quarter either, does he? I think it's a tough one. But there goes Guesty, a move on Rizzler the roller, and that's very neat, very tidy from Guesty up into 4th place now. And Shiren and Kale's back ahead of Shiren. So Kale having a corker. Shiren must have made a small mistake or something, no? Just Kale coming back at him, and now he's come up to his fellow South African, Rizzler the roller. And what will happen here between these two on board with Kale as he looks to make the move on Rizzler and try and stay ahead of Shiren. Rizzler's out wide. Kale's made it through. Shiren's made it through. So Rizzler the roller dropping down into 7th spot. And we've got Rido on those soft tyres, trying to have a look at Rizzler the roller. Car 52. Trying to make headway. Jay's ahead of Anton Poika. And Anton Poika, he's not used to being down in 10th place. So he'll be wanting to get some movement going soon, like Shiren has. But they can see Shiren, can't they? They're not too far behind Shiren, I don't think. Oh no, that's Rizzler the roller, the red car I'm seeing. Yeah, no. Shiren's not too far ahead of him, or is Kale. They're all there, still bunched up. We're on lap 5. We're over 10 minutes into the race so far, with Trivs in 11th, Homesick Alien 3.5 seconds behind him. There's some movement there. Jay, oh yeah, Jay's got past Rizzler the roller, and Anton Poika is yet to. He's just catching up Rizzler the roller now. Rizzler the roller trying to come back at Jay. It's all bunched up in Lassus as they make their way through. And so far, Electric, ooh, he's lost that 5-second lead on Bunny. Bunny's closed right up. Bunny's got the fastest lap of the race so far, a 2:06.9, as he tries to close the gap on Electric, whose tyres are getting pretty worn, a lot more worn than Bunny's are. Joker's holding that third. Guesty, Shiren and Kale still at it out there. Cracking racing from these two, even though they can't see each other. It looks good, even if they can't see each other. Kale's up the inside now of Shiren. Shiren back up the inside of Kale. And now they're mating again. And Shiren has got that 5th place from Kale. But they're both unaware of those positions. Rido in 7th ahead of JOO pace. He's only 1.2 seconds ahead of Anton, who's got past Rizzler the roller. Trivs GG is in 11th, and Homesick Alien trying to close that gap. 2.3 seconds behind Trivs at the moment. And Electric's less than 2 seconds now. And Guesty, Shiren, they're the two that keep moving around, Kale and Shiren. But they can't see each other. And they're just they're trying to become each other. We're trying to get a Nissan Lexus hybrid on the go here between those two. And Bunny has got it down to 1.2 seconds. Bunny pushing on to try and grab the early lead in this race. I say early lead. We're already 13 minutes in to this 40-minute race, and they're using the Racing Soft and Racing Hard tyres. We're at round 5 of the Super GTs here at Spa, halfway through the season. We're at the peak of the hill. It's all downhill now for the championship. And Anton Poika is leading by a nice margin of the championship at the moment. Currently down in 10th, and Bunny's tried to make the move. And oh, he was a bit wobbly. He didn't know which way to go against Electric. But he's decided to go up the inside. Electric having to go around the outside. And now Bunny is in the lead of the race. Electric's tyres starting to go away from him, with Jokus in a solid third at the moment, 5.5 seconds ahead of Guesty, who's only 6/10 ahead of Shiren, who's only 4/10 ahead of Kale. Then we have a JOO a pace, 3 seconds behind Kale, just a second ahead of Rido. Rido's looking after those tyres very nicely at the moment. I imagine Anton would wish he'd go to the pits. Half a tank of fuel for most of these guys. Looks like they're all going for a one stop. We haven't had anyone coming into the pits yet. Rizzlerola in 10th, just ahead of Trivs by half a second. If these guys start racing each other, Homesick Alien will very much like that indeed, because he'd like to catch the pair of them up. But Bunny now trying to run and hide out there in the lead, 2.4, 2.5 seconds ahead of Electric, and Jokus only 2 seconds behind. Jokus' tyres though not as worn as Electric's. Did a 209.9 his last time around. Electric doing a 210.1, so it's only a couple of tenths in it between the two drivers. In second and third, Guesty on those hard tyres, saving the faster tyre for later. And Electric and Bunny both coming into the pits. Jokus staying out, Guesty staying out. Oh, Jokus looks like he's having a bit of a massive wiggle on though. Down the start straight, that's not good. And now Guesty takes the lead. Guesty takes the lead on his hard tyres, followed by Shiren and Kale. Whilst Jokus had a big wobble on. Interesting. I don't know what happened to. It's going to be too late. I won't do it. I was going to try and do a replay, but I think I left it way too late to do it. So we won't see what happened to Jokus, but his tyres are pretty mullered. JOO now up into 5th, Anton Poika into 6th, Rizzlerola in 7th, so Rido must have pitted. Trivs is in 8th, Homesick Alien in 9th. Bunny's come out of the pits in the Racing Softs, down in 10th place, some 7 seconds behind Homesick Alien. It was a bit weird that, and I don't know what's going on with Electric steering column, but he's got a proper wiggle on. Maybe he's trying to warm his tyres up or something. And Rido has also pitted and put another set of softs on, so he's 2-stopping in this race. And Shiren's leading. Sorry, Shiren is leading from Guesty. Shiren on fire though, he really is getting the lap times here, and Kale is having a look at Guesty as well. And it's a right battle out the top, the front there, but Shiren 7/10 ahead of Guesty, with Kale in 3rd place, Jokus in 4th. His tyres are dead though. JOO only 1.7 seconds behind Jokus, and 1.3 seconds ahead of Anton, who's in 6th, and we've got a tight race on our hands here at the moment. Bunny's still got that fastest lap with a 206.9. Made an early stop though, he's going for a 2-stopper like we saw in the first race. Or did we? No, it was Shiren who did the 2-stopper, but Shiren on those hard tyres, it looks like he's going all the way. He's seeing they want to make it to about 20 minutes. Guesty's popped in. Jokus also with those old tyres, so JOO pace up to 3rd. Now Anton is up into a 4th place, and Anton is only 5 seconds away from the lead of this race, so you know, they're doing well at the moment. Mama Homesick in the chat. Kalen saying Bunny and Rido start on Racing Softs and come out on Racing Softs again. Well, yeah, they're going to have to pit and put on the racing hards at some point. Rizla the Roller in 5th, Trivs GG in 6th, Homesick Alien now in 7th on his racing hards. So Bunny going for a second stint on the racing softs, as is Electric. So they've still got the hard compound to run in this race. Excuse me. And Rido in 11th. Guesty's got out of the pits ahead of Jokers, and Jokers and Rido, Guesty have come out the pits ahead of Rido. Guesty's gone to the racing softs and Jokers has gone to the racing hard tyre. Shiren 2.7 seconds now on Kale. Kale's barely, well, neither of them have barely used their tyre. JOO 1.9 seconds adrift of those guys, but only 3/10 ahead of Anton Poika. We'll sit on board with Anton Poika because we've got a tasty battle between the Nissan and the Lexus just coming up ahead of us now, with Anton the Flying Finn trying to get past the South African Stallion. And can he do it? Lost a little time to Jay in that last section of corners, and we are around about 20 minutes. We are in the one-stop zone now, the window for the one-stoppers, and Kale's gone in, Shiren stayed out, JOO has stayed out, as has Anton, so the three that were at the back are now at the front. Rizla the Roller up into 4th place on his hard tyres. Trivs GG looking for a way past. The two South Africans having a good battle out there as they enter into La Source. Bunny, the early stopper, is up into 6th. He's done the fastest lap again of the race, but he has to do the racing hard tyre run. Homesick Alien in 7th, yet to pit. Electric there, dropping behind the Alien. Guesty in 9th on his racing softs. He'll be trying to get a march on now. Jokers in 10th. No, Kale's come out ahead of Jokers behind Guesty. And he was the only one pitted. Someone else pitted though, didn't they? I don't think so. That's all of them. I thought someone else. Oh, yeah. No, it must have just been Kale that pitted in that front group. So Kale on the soft tyres. He'll be trying to get the undercut on, I guess, Shiren. Shiren trying to stay out as late as possible. I imagine he'll try and run that fuel tank as low as possible. Keep the fuel low on those racing softs for a final sprint. We've only got just under 19 minutes left of racing. Jay and Anton Poika very close together. Half a second parts them. Jay doing a 208.2 his last time around. Anton Poika doing a 208.2. So literally nothing between the two drivers out there. With Trivs GG has got himself ahead of Rizla the Roller. Rizla the Roller's dropped behind Bunny as well. Poor Rizla. And Homesick Alien's coming to make a move on Rizla the Roller. Homesick Alien on those older tyres against Rizla the Roller. And can he do it around the outside? And just about. Homesick Alien, Anton and Shiren both in, but Jay's opted to stay out. So Anton Poika and Shiren in, and so is Trivs GG. Oh, a whole host of them are going in now. So JOO is the only leader that has not pitted, and Bunny up into 2nd place, but he's going to have to pit again to put the hard tyre on. Rizla the Roller, he's out there in 3rd. Electric up into 4th, but again another one that's going to have to pit to put some hard tyres on. Guesty, he's on the softs and catching up Electric at the moment. Kale, and we're pretty sure he pitted a little earlier to try and get the jump on Shiren, and he's done it because Shiren's come out of the pits behind Kale. But Kale, his tyres are looking good. Shiren's going to have to make the move on Kale in this race to try and get ahead of him. So Kale doing the undercut beautifully there. Anton Poika out in 8th. These guys are all going to be a little bit faster than JOO on their softs. And I don't think JOO is going to manage to be able to stay out there much longer than this lap. I think he's going to have to come in and pit, or he'll find that those on the racing softs are going to get the move done on him. So so far in this race, we've got JOO pace at the top of the lead. in the lead, I don't know. I was going for some sort of metaphor at the top of the pile, but you know, he's in the lead with Bunny in second. But Bunny, we know, has to make another stop to put the racing hards on. Electric in third, but also another one that's going to have to stop to put the hard tyre on. Guesty out there in fourth. He's just got the fastest lap of the race at 2:06. Kale, and he's got Rizzler the Roller between him and Shiren now, so that's handy for Kale and JOO. He does come straight in, so he can not let the racing soft guys get too much of a jump on him. So Bunny will retake the lead of this race, but again he's going to have to come back in to put some tyres on, and he's got to time it perfectly because he's got to do 5 laps. We've got 15 minutes, 15 and a half minutes left of this race. It's 2 minutes a lap, so he's going to have to pit before 10 minutes to go just to make sure he gets the 5 laps on the hard tyre. He's going to have to time that perfectly. Guesty has come across Electric trying to defend from Guesty. Let's get on board with Guesty as we head towards Eau Rouge. Guesty in third place, trying to make the move up into second. He's got Kale only a second behind him. That little blue dot just down the road a little bit, that's Kale. And here we go, Guesty making a move. Oh, not quite making it stick though. And now Kale's joined them. My word, we've got a 3-way battle between Electric, Guesty and Kale. And they're 3 wide coming down to the next set of corners. And Electric trying to defend. And he's got Guesty now. Shiren's in the mix. Kale's just ahead of Guesty. So Kale's made the move done. Shiren's trying to do a sly one as well against Guesty and, Kale and Shiren. Oh, no, Guesty's lost it. Not Guesty, sorry, Kale. Kale's lost it on the curbs. Poor Kale, he was having a corker of a race. Oh, what a shame for Kale. That's a real bummer. So, a Bunny, 16.8 second lead on Electric, who's trying to fend off Guesty. And this is doing a great job for Bunny. He's going to have to pit, as is Electric, to put the racing hard tyres on. And they're going to have to time it perfect. And Shiren's gone for a move on Guesty. They're fighting each other, but they're fighting Electric at the same time. And it's a real battle out there. But Shiren is just ahead of Guesty. Then we've got Anton in 5th. Oh, he's got himself ahead of JOO. Oh, yeah, because JOO made the later stop, didn't he? So, and they're all there. Oh, Guesty looked like he had a bit of a... Oh, no, Guesty just moved over. I thought he... And Shiren's got past Electric. Looks like Guesty's just about to get past Electric, but Electric's got that inside line. Guesty's gone the long way around, and he's still alongside Electric. And my word, there's a whole heap of cars there with 13 minutes left of racing. And now they're going through a Rouge, and Guesty's off the racing line, trying to get past Electric. And Electric defending with all his might. And now they're all bunched up. Guesty, Anton Poika, and Electric. Now Anton Poika trying to get the move up the inside of Electric. And he does. Jason will try following through, and he does. And Guesty's still stuck behind Electric. Oh, he's got a bit of a wiggle on, has Guesty. Oh my word. Kale in 7th after his huge sideways over the curbs. Joker's in 8th, 4.2 seconds ahead of Homesick Alien, but Homesick Alien's got those racing soft tyres on, so he'll be trying to catch up Jokers before the end. Trivs GG in 10th, Rizla the Roller in 11th, and Rido into the pits to change his tyres. And there's 12 minutes left of racing, so Bunny and Electric are going to have to make their pit stops pretty soon for those hard tyres. Sharon in second, who will take over the lead of the race, but he's less than a second ahead of Anton, and Jay is there also. So a tantalising battle we've got for the win here between these three. Sharon, Anton and Jay, and unfortunately Cale would have been in the mix as well, but he had a bit of a drift moment. Bunny's gone into the pits. He's gone into the pits to get those hard tyres. So Sharon now will take over the lead of the race. He's only a second ahead of Anton, and Jay is there also. This is absolutely tantalising finale to this race. 11 minutes left of racing we have here as well. And these three, who could call it? Between them, Sharon was on an absolute charge at the end of race one. And can he continue this? Anton Poyker's got the fastest lap though with a 2:05.5. Guesty there in a cracking fourth. He's 3.5 seconds behind that triplet of cars ahead of him. Electric hasn't gone in yet, and he might find that he's not going to have enough laps on the hard tyre and end up with a 30-second penalty. And that is unfortunate for Electric. Cale in 6th place. He's got himself, oh, and there's Bunny after his pit stop on the hard tyre in 7th place. Homesick Alien in 8th, only 2.5 seconds behind Bunny. He's got a couple of laps on those softs, but he should still be a little bit faster than Bunny with those tyres. Jokus in 9th with Trivs GG in 10th place. 11th for Rizla the Roller, and Rido on the hard tyre somewhat behind them. Oof, he had a bad one, that last one, a 3:07. Was that his pit stop? It must have been. It's a very long pit stop. So Sharon 3/10 ahead of Jay. Jay's got himself ahead of Anton. My word, they're shuffling around, and Jay's now trying to make the move on Sharon. Unbelievable stuff. Can Sharon keep this lead for the next just under 10 minutes? With Jay looking down his exhaust pipe, Anton Poyker poised there to make some movements also. And Jay's there, he's trying to make the move on Sharon, the Russian sensation. Getting his elbows out, saying, no way, mate. Or whatever that is in Russian. But Sharon then, leading still. As they cross the line, start lap 15, JOO. Getting frustrated behind the Russian. He's having another look up the inside at Le Suze, but he can't do it. He's had to back out of it, and now give Anton a great run on him through a Rouge. And these three absolutely stuck in a cracking little battle. Guesty just ahead of Cale, who's up to 5th now. Electric still not pitting, so Electric, I don't know what he's playing at, but he's definitely going to get a 30-second penalty as he's not used the hard tyre. Bunny in 7th. He's only 2/10. He was on the slower tyre. Homesick Alien on those softs has caught Bunny up, and he looks ready to get the move done on Bunny. It's a Nissan on Nissan action out there. Homesick Alien going for the inside line and under braking. There he goes, the softer tyre playing in Homesick's favour, and he's up into 7th. Bunny down into 8th place. Jokus in 9th on those racing hard, 3.5 seconds ahead of Trivs GG, who's in 10th. Then Rizla the Roller in 11th, who's lost a lot of time on Trivs there. They were quite close together. And Rido's at 31 seconds behind those guys. But Sharon half a second ahead of JOO. Anton there, looking to get some movement on the go here as well. These three very close together. An absolutely beautiful battle going on. And it's still hard to call who's going to win this one. Sharon wants to win, Anton wants to win, and Jay doesn't really need the win, but he'd like it. But Sharon and Anton are racing for the championship. And And Jay racing for fun. With Guesty in 4th, Kale in 5th. He's only 5.5 seconds behind Guesty. Kale did a 209.3 his last time around. Guesty did a 207.4, so Guesty's doing some good lap times. But his tyres are a lot more worn than Kale. Electric finally goes in, but I don't... Oh, he's hit the wall. But he's only going to get 3 laps on those tyres, I believe. And Shiren still leading. Jay in 2nd. Anton, I'm getting on board with Anton for a lap here at Spa. And he's getting a lovely tow off of Jay as they try and attack Shiren, who's leading this race so far quite excellently, most excellently, as Bill would say. Jay trying to attack Shiren there. They're both losing a little time on Anton. Anton closing up to the two of them. It's cracking stuff, and you can see Jay having a wiggle over the curbs. Anton trying to stay cool as a cucumber as he battles it out. They're 8 seconds ahead of Guesty, who's in 4th. Kale in 5th. Homesick Alien in 6th. Bunny is in 7th. Jokus is in 8th place. And these top 3 fighting it out here. Ooh, a little slide from Anton there on his racing soft. Shiren doing all he can to stay in the lead. His heart must be in his mouth. He is being somewhat pressured by the 2 behind him. Tyre wear is not great for Shiren at the moment. Jay's tyre wear a lot better, and so's Anton. Their tyres are a lot tidier than Shiren's. Oh, Shiren's had a massive off. I don't know what happened there. But Shiren, huge off. And now Anton's making a move on Jay. And oh my lord, I don't know what that was. Where is Shiren? So Shiren... I don't know what happened there. I can't really tell. Weird one for Shiren. He's down into 3rd. Anton's now taking the lead from JOO. And Anton looks like he's going to get the win. My word, we've got 4.5 minutes left of racing. And that was very bizarre. So Shiren and Guesty might be up for a podium, but Guesty's tyres are pretty mullered. And he's got Kale chasing him down, only 5.5 seconds behind him. And Guesty last time around doing a 207.9 and a 207.7 from Kale. Homesick Alien 7.2 seconds behind them in 6th place. He's had a corking race. To say he was 5 seconds off of the last car, or the second to last car, because he was the last car, but he was 5 seconds off of them on the first lap. And he's come on through up to 6th place. Bunny in 7th on those hard tyres. He's staying with Homesick Alien, doing a 207.7 his last time around. Homesick Alien a 208.1. So Homesick tyres might give up on him before the end of the race, and Bunny might get an opportunity to get through. Jokus in 8th place. He's been caught up by Trivs. Trivs only 3/10 behind Jokus. And it looks like he's looking to make a move on the pole, up the inside, and there he goes. Trivs GG up into 8th, Jokus down to 9th. Electric, who went in and put those hard tyres on, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I don't think he's given himself enough time on those hard tyres. He's going to not do enough laps on them. Rizzler the Roller in 11th, and Arido there in 12th, but Anton Poika so far 6/10 ahead of JOO. It's not over between those two out there in the lead of this race, and Anton is getting chased all the way to the end. Shiren had some bizarre thing happen to him before the chicane. He just seemed to lister to the right and go off, and then got a track reset, which is unfortunate. Guesty, oh, his tyres are absolutely mullered as Guesty's tyres. He did a 208.8 his last time around. Kale doing a 207.8, so Kale a second faster than Guesty on the last lap around here. And it looks like they're only going to be, this could be the penultimate lap for some of these guys. Homesick Alien, he's only a second ahead of Bunny. Bunny, a 207.9 for Bunny last time around. And Homesick Alien, a 208.0. So Homesick Alien's tyres starting to give up on him. And Bunny on the fresher hard tyres, starting to find a bit of pace. And this is going to be a taut battle between Homesick Alien and Bunny come the end of the race. Trivs GG, we saw just making a move on Jokers. Jokers lost a lot of time on him. Jokers must have had a bit of an off. He'd done a 2:24 his last time around. Electric in 10. But I think he's going to get a 30-second penalty, so it'd be worth Rizzler the Roller staying with him. And unfortunately, Rido will be just out of touch of that 30-second penalty that I believe Electric's going to get for not going on to the hards early enough. Then Anton Poika still only less than half a second ahead of JOO. It's not done yet. We've not decided on a winner yet, I can tell you, because these two are going to battle all the way to the line. JOO's fuel is just flashing, but it's enough to get to the end of the race as they cross the line to take their final lap. Car 47 versus, JOO had a little bit of a sideways on. 62 there. Anton Poika still leading the race from JOO. And these two are going to battle it out all the way. It looked like JOO trying to get up the inside of Anton Poika. A little too far back at the moment. There's only 3/10 between them. Let's get on board with JOO. Their tyre wear pretty similar. Their fuel's not too far different. And the timer is down to 17 seconds. And there we see Jay's got the toe. Jay's got the toe, but Anton's got the inside line as they come up the straight. And Jay takes the lead. Jay takes the lead. We've got yellow flags out there. I don't know if someone's off the track, but we've got yellow flags. Oh, someone going slow. Rido pulling over to let these guys by. And Jay, it's going to be tight on fuel for him. The timer's run out. I don't know if anyone's crossed the line as of yet. No, Jokers looks like to be the first. In 9th place, Electric is some 14 seconds off of that. And he only got the 3 laps, like we said, on those hard tyres. So I imagine he is going to carry a penalty into Rizzler the Roller. Will get that position from Electric, I am sure. And JOO, he's pulling away. 8/10, 7/10. Anton Poika not attacking like I thought he would be. Maybe he's waiting for this straight that's coming up. These will be the next guys to cross the line, so I don't have to go and look for anybody. And so far, it looks like JOO Pace might have this race won. Excuse me for the sniff up. Anton having a look into the final chicane. And Jay's made a mistake, and that was a bit weird. Over the curbs, a bit of a wiggle on. And Anton might say something about that, I'm not sure. Jay takes the win. Anton in 2nd place. Sharen gets another podium as he comes across the line in 3rd place. Guesty gets a great 4th place. And those tyres, how did they last? He was only 2.5 seconds ahead of Kale, who finishes in 5th. Homesick Alien, a great drive through the field to get 6th, and Bunny was right there in the end. He was right there, and he's trying to get a toe up to the line, but he cannot quite do it. So Homesick Alien finishes 6th, Bunny in 7th, and Trivs bringing her home in 8th place. And yes, it was odd. It looked like Jay had lost the car a little bit in the final chicane, but ended up staying ahead of Anton Poika. Cracking stuff. And there is Jay with his trophy in his Pace Motorsports overalls, giving the crowd a wave. The showman that he is. And I'll save the replay. Hopefully that will be okay, and I will take you to the race results. And there you go. JOO Pace takes the win from Anton Poika in second. Sharon in third place. Sharon, I don't know what happened to him. He was up there battling it with those guys, but seemed to have a strange, just sort of went to the right, and then his car reset, which was really unfortunate. Guesty getting a cracking fourth place there. Kale always chasing him down in fifth. Homesick Alien, a great drive through the field. He was right out the back by some way at the beginning of the race, and he come back up into sixth, being chased home by Bunny in seventh. Trivs GG in eighth. Jokus in ninth. Electric provisionally 10th, but he didn't do enough laps on his hard tyres. Only 3 laps on those hard tyres instead of the 5. So Electric, I imagine, is going to face a penalty for that, which should put Rizzler the Roller up into 10th place. And Rido finishing in 12th. JOO Pace got the fastest lap on lap 14 with a 2:05.053. And what a cracking couple of races we had as well. Sorry about all the little weird bugs and glitches at the beginning, but it wouldn't be a Tuesday without those bugs and glitches. But thank you for sticking with us for 2 absolutely fabulous races. And for the rest of this week, tomorrow, we've got our pit stop in the Discord stage. You can come and listen to me and the delectable Skyjacker chatting about sim racing and everything in between. Sim racing and real racing and everything in between the two. Thursday night, we've got our beautiful multi-category series, the GTMC, on Thursday night. So join us then for a live stream here on YouTube. Then Friday, we've got round 2 of the Super Formula Series. And that was an absolute corker, the first one at Autopolis. So the second round should be just as good. And then Sunday evening, we've got the final Red Bull race, the Red Bull Junior race on Sunday evening. And then we're back here again Tuesday for more Super GT action. Thank you for sticking with us, like I said, through the early parts of all the glitches and the issues that we were getting. I was your broadcaster and your commentator, and of course, I haven't got my book. Just check my iPad. I usually have my names, you see. Might have to just make some up. I don't even remember who I was last time. Ooh. I don't even think this is the right one. So I was your broadcaster, Liz Anya. Thank you for joining us, and watch us on Thursday nights for more racing, sim racing action. So, yes, sorry, I was distracted. Yes, thank you for watching. I was your broadcaster and your commentator, Liz Anya. Thank you for watching. Catch us on Thursday. We'll be back for the GTMC. Peace and love. Peace and love.